What is up, guys? I have been gone for a substantial amount of time. Where have you been? Did you die? Did you get kidnapped? Were you assaulted and then brought into a white van and then driven away into a secret location where you've been psychologically and spiritually tortured? No. So what actually happened was that I had work, and unfortunately, that took me away from quite literally everything. So I didn't have time to record another video or edit one that I actually recorded 2 weeks ago. Today's a Saturday. I woke up. I got nothing else to do. So we're doing a protein snack review. So where did I get this idea? I was coming back from work yesterday, and I remembered that Vitamin Shop, where I usually go get my stuff, was having a buy one 50% off deal, and I was like, So I went in and just bought a bunch of stuff for $20 to $1. I really like this brand, and so I thought, hey, it gives me an excuse to eat a bunch of protein snacks and then make a video out of it. So to me, that's a win-win. If you see otherwise, evaluate yourself. So the brand we are going to be reviewing is, where'd it go? Quest. Now you may or may not have seen these in your local Walmart or Target or whatever shop you go to or whatever store you go to for your protein delicacies. Today we have the regular Quest bar, right? This thing has, I think, like 300 calories. No, 250. And then we have the Quest cinnamon, the Snickerdoodle, my bad. And this one is also 250. They both have 15 grams of protein, same sugars and carbs, I think. The regular one actually has more fat than this one. At the end of the day, protein is protein, right? And then we have the Quest White Chocolate Raspberry. I'm actually really excited to try this one. I'm a big fan of raspberries. Then we have Birthday Cake, another really good flavor. I've had it before. Well, not from Quest specifically, but realistically, anything birthday cake flavor is really good. Another one that I'm looking forward to is the mint chocolate one. I'm having really high hopes for this one. Honestly, just by the wrapping, it actually looks really good. So that's the little bars, and then we have the big beefy chunky bars, the hard hitters. These are both 160 calories. Actually, no, this one's 60. This one's 150. This one actually has 15 grams of protein, whereas this one has 18. This one has 7 grams of fat. This one has 6. All three of these are 20 grams of protein. However, this one has higher amounts of carbs. I think I would probably poop my pants if I ate all of these. So after doing the math, we have a total of 123 grams of protein, 68 grams of fat, and 156 grams of carbs all together here. This is 99% of the fat that I have to consume in a day, and then about half of everything else. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a bite out of each item here, and then I'm gonna finish the one that I like the most, and then I'm gonna make a tier list. So let me find a container to put this stuff in. The container. After eating Quest bars so many times, every single bar looks exactly the same. I swear, every single bar is exactly the same. So whoever is designing this shit over at Quest or wherever they make them, please make them more appealing, because I can't get it out of the fucking wrapper, man. Great, it broke. It broke in there. I don't want to rip the container because I still need to scan the barcode for my calories. Look at this.
What the hell?
If you ever had a Quest bar, you know that these aren't the most appealing. But it is what it is. Protein is protein. I already tasted a crumb and it tastes really good, so. I think I may have taken a bit too big of a piece, but that's still really good. I'm getting a lot more of the raspberry. Like, if you've ever eaten raspberries or anything raspberry flavored, you'll get those like little flakes of like actual raspberry stuff in there. That's what I'm getting right now. It's like really good though. It wasn't exactly what I was like hoping for, but good nonetheless for a protein. We all know protein snacks aren't always the tastiest, which is actually the reason why I chose Quest over any other brand, because they tend to make like their protein items more flavorful. At least they do in my opinion. But so far, I'd give this a solid 7.8 out of 10. Oh, okay. So I take back what I said. This one is actually by far the most appealing. This is getting extra credit for being appealing, not like the other one. Look at this. Realistically, if I were to choose between these two, I would obviously pick this one. This one is by far the most appealing. And it smells like birthday cake. Who fucking knew? Anyways, without further ado, you can't fuck up birthday cake. You cannot fuck up birthday cake. It is hard to mess that up. But visually, this is appealing. It looks like birthday cake batter with like obviously sprinkles in it. And it was really good. I honestly think it's better than the first one we had. But to be fair, that's only the second bar we've had. Honestly, I'd give this one a 9.5 out of 10. That is really good. And when you bite into it, it feels like you're actually biting into bread. Like when you bite into it, you can feel it just crumble apart in your mouth. So I give it a 9.5 out of 10, putting this as the best bar so far. The mint chocolate chunk. That's what it's called. So anyways, after a brief intermission, I've devised a strategy on how to open this, right? Open it like a normal person. That is the strategy I've come up with. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew opening it like this was how it was meant to be opened? Not me. What the fuck? This looks like actual shit. Like if you threw this on the street and I saw it from afar, I would think this was poop, honestly. Okay, not to be that mean, but this is dark. This honestly is, in my opinion, the least appealing. But also, since it's chocolate, it's the most appealing. I could smell the mint off of this. So, like I said, I'm really excited for this one. So, I feel like I'm chewing on like some 5 gum. If you know, you know. They definitely nailed the mint flavor. They definitely nailed it. Actually, that's what sticks out the most. And since it's mint, it leaves that little freshness in your mouth, you know? Whenever you chew mint gum or just like a mint leaf. But I will say, this is by far the stiffest one out of the 3. Like, this one took more force to bite into. So, it's not what I was expecting. It honestly isn't. It kind of let me down. I was thinking it'd be like biting into the birthday cake one. I give this a solid 8.2 out of 10. Now, if you're wondering where I'm coming up with these decimals, I don't know. Get that out of the way. Now we're on to the actual bars, like the big chunky beefy ones. These were the only flavors they had, and so it is what it is. But if you want another Quest review, because they have more items, if you want another Quest review or any other brand, let me know. I'll do my best to find them and review them. But I think we're going to, you know what, we're going to do with this. We're going to start with this one because this one looks the most appealing. It's the Quest Hero Protein Bar, Cookies and Cream. Yeah, because this says Hero Protein Bar. This just says Protein Bar. I don't see what the hero aspect of it. All it is just beefier. If anything, it actually has less protein. It has less protein, less fat, and less carbs and overall calories compared to these. So I don't know why these are called hero bars and those aren't. But I'm not gonna question whoever comes up with these decisions over at Quest. But if you're watching this and you work at Quest, please rethink the naming. I think those should be the hero bars, and these should just be the regular bars. Can you also not make this one like biting into like a cold brownie, an old cold brownie? That's what that feels like biting into. I'm getting pressed about it. I don't know why, but this Quest bars, they're okay to bite into. They're not terrible, but they're not the hardest. This one feels like I'm biting into an old stale brownie. I don't know why I got so passionate about that. Anyways, moving on. Here's the cookies and cream hero bar. Like I said, one of the chunky boys. Why am I calling it chunky? Look at the dimensions of this thing. And look at the dimensions of this thing. Honestly, like I said, I see why this would be called a hero bar just because it's a lot bigger. It smells like an Oreo. Who knew? That's honestly better than the chocolate chip one. The chocolate mint one. Best way I can describe this one is like biting into one of those Gatorade protein bars. Like, like the really big beefy ones. They have like 330 calories, which is insane. Fun fact, I was dropped multiple times as a child. If you couldn't tell from the videos, now you know. This one is a chocolate coconut one. I actually really wanted to try this one. This was the first one I wanted to try when I walked into the shop. Because I was like, wow, chocolate coconut. Coconut. If you haven't had anything coconut flavored, you should change that. Because let me tell you, coconut flavored things are actually like really underrated in my opinion. The crumbs feel like I'm biting into a coconut. You know how cool that is? Then not only do they get the flavor, but they got the texture with chocolate. That is nuts. I'm actually really excited to bite into this one and try this one because I'm a big fan of Almond Joys. I've been called a psychopath for actively liking Almond Joys, right? Call me a psychopath, call me insane, call me maybe. Almond Joys are probably, if not, top 3 best candies. If you want to change my mind, come at me, bro. Honestly, I don't know which one I like more. This one or the birthday cake one, because they were both really good. This coconut one, it literally felt like I was biting into a coconut. Like if you've ever gone to a grocery store and you've seen just like those white, already peeled coconuts, that's what it felt like I was biting into. And I honestly really like that. And like it has caramel on this too. Like I said, like the other one, it feels like you're biting into the Gatorade protein bars, but it's a lot less harder to chew on, and it feels like you're chewing on sand. You ever play with that magic sand, that that colorful magic sand that you could form and morph? That's what it feels like you're chewing on. And either I'm the weird outcast child at the daycare for liking this, or I'm normal. But I honestly prefer that. Like I said, the coconut flavor actually takes up most of the flavor. You don't really get much chocolate or the caramel. Overall, I'd actually give this a 9. Honestly, I'd give this a 9.4. Anyways, last 2 items on the list are the cookies. I'm not too excited for these because I've already had one of these. Although the other one I had was like the double chocolate one. I think that's what it was. I don't know. It was all chocolate. I've never had the snickerdoodle one. I mean, I've had a snickerdoodle cookie before, but obviously this is a protein cookie, so it's 10 times better and more sophisticated. All right, this is what the cookie looks like. Ooh, like your average snickerdoodle cookie, but once you take a bite, you will soon come to find that all the testosterone and protein that has been developed by your ancestors will hit you all at once. I genuinely don't like this one. It's not that it tastes bad. It's just not for me. Like, there. It's just too much cinnamon. Like, there's like a really fat coat of cinnamon on the roof of my mouth. I don't like that. It felt like I was biting into Play-Doh. And genuinely, I don't like this one. I mean, if you like Snickerdoodle, hey, that's good for you, man. Honestly, props to you. Quest Nutrition is on a mission to make the foods you crave work for you, not against you. Soft and chewy Snickerdoodle protein cookie loaded with sweet cinnamon taste and less than 1 gram of sugar. Last one on the list. It's a regular soft and chewy chocolate chip cookie. This one, I don't have high hopes for this one. Not because I don't like it or anything. It's literally just a regular cookie. It's not like it's cum flavored cookie or some shit. And whoop-de-doo, reveal. Oh, it's a regular cookie. Oh no! It looks like a big ass Chips Ahoy cookie, and I really love Chips Ahoy cookies. So now I'm actually like rethinking my initial thoughts on this. Best way I can describe this one, it's like chewing into a really big chewy Chips Ahoy. That is the best way I can describe it. And obviously, since it's a protein cookie, it's not gonna taste as sweet, and there's gonna be like some, like, not nasty, but like some like aftertaste that you might not like just because it's like a protein. Honestly, I give this a solid 8. This is the first solid number we're getting, an 8 out of 10. After trying all of these, I'll start ranking them from least tasty to yummy. Disregard any point system I just gave out throughout the entire video. Why? I don't know. I'm spontaneous. So in last place at the it's okay, I wouldn't eat it again though, we have Who Knew, the Snickerdoodle cookie. This Johnson right here. Like I said, it's okay. I wouldn't eat it again. If you really like cinnamon flavored things, try it out. You might like it. Then we have this cookie actually. Because like I said, I would consider eating this again if there was nothing else. Honestly, I wouldn't eat it again. Let me slide this over because you guys don't matter. I got more space for the cooler things. The chocolate mint one. This one, the only downside to this one is how hard it is to bite into it. Like, bro, you hear that hard? You hear this, man? Do you hear this? It's like I'm tapping into the table. What is that? Next, we have the white chocolate raspberry. This is an honorable mention, honestly, because we have the top 3 now. This is an honorable mention. The only reason I didn't put it up higher is because it's like, visually, it's like any other Quest bar other than the birthday cake one. It looks like every other Quest bar. If you grab a regular cookies and cream Quest bar, it's gonna look like this. If you grab like a blueberry one, it's gonna look like this, except the little spots here, they're gonna look darker because of the blueberry. That's the only reason why it's an honorable mention. The flavor, it's okay, it's good. Visually, come on, man. Now into the top 3, the exciting part. I'm gonna have to put the cookies and cream one in third. I'm putting it in third because of the nutritional value that it offers. Why is it that the other 2 bars can offer higher protein and higher calories and have like a basic name, while this one is titled Superhero Bar? The only thing super about this is its flavor and the shits I'm gonna get for consuming this much protein later. It's a great flavor, don't get me wrong. I would definitely eat this again, but come on, man. Come up with better names. Now in second, this was obviously a hard decision because we have the coconut one and the birthday cake one left. This was a really, really hard decision, and I had to consult, the other 25 personalities that I have and get their opinions on this one. In second place, it's gonna have to be the coconut one. This was, like I said, this was a really hard decision, but with birthday place coming in first, the only reason that the coconut one didn't win is because of the texture when I chew on it. This one, when you chew on it, it feels like you're biting into Play-Doh. This one, when you chew on it, it feels like you're biting into birthday cake dough, or like a really, really soft cupcake. That's what it feels like biting into this one. And on top of it being birthday cake flavor, making it sweet, it comes out on top. The recap, over here we have the I wouldn't eat it again section. And over here we have the As you can see, the cookies didn't do so well, but that's, that's what happens when you grab like a regular food and you try and make it high in protein. It doesn't come out that well just because there's going to be less sugar and everything. So good. I just thought of this. Another way to describe that birthday cake one is if you ever had the Rise Jet Puffed birthday cake flavor protein powder, that's exactly what it tastes like. If you were to pour it into milk, not stir it and just leave it there, it's gonna clump up, right? That's exactly what that tasted like. If you let that powder just clump up in the milk and then chug it or eat it with oats, that's exactly what it tastes like. And that was amazing. It was perfect. I love it. And honestly, that might just be my favorite protein bar. Anyways, guys, that's going to conclude today's video. My stomach is starting to feel weird. It might be from all the protein snacks that I've had. I didn't finish them, but at the same time, it's a lot to take in first thing in the morning. I'm going to go sit on the toilet and just hope that I don't, blow it up.